Right then, welcome to a brand new adventure. I'm going to be getting out of the rookie leagues in raceroom. I've done it before and I'm going to do it again. We're starting at a respectable 62 reputation, which is okay, but we're going to need to get to 78 to get out of the rookie leagues. And to start this insane adventure, we're going to be hopping into one of the most intense races I've ever competed in, the Super Touring race. Now this race is insane. It's got some tight corners, some long straights, and some of these drivers aren't very good. Some dive bombing, some just not very cautious driving, and we're going to get into the midst of it here in this incredible race. So let's get right into it. Starting in qualifying, we're only going to have one lap to get a good lap in, because right now we don't have a single lap time on the board. We've got 2 minutes on the clock, which is equivalent to one lap, and we're starting in this first sector, which is a pretty tough one. We got that first corner, which is honestly pretty hard to link, and then we've got this corner, which is pretty easy. Following the next corners here, they're pretty easy as well, and we've done pretty well coming into this end of this first sector. We've gotten pretty close to that first player's time, and we've done pretty well. Here's the reveal, and we are literally 1/10 faster, which is pretty good considering that we don't have a time on the board. Now coming into this first chicane, I do not like this corner at all, and I just barely make it, which is pretty good. Our time is still valid, so we're going to keep going, keep pushing, and just trying to get this one lap in. Coming into the second chicane, we've done pretty well, and we've just got a corner cutting there, which is crazy. I'm pretty mad at that, because that was not corner cutting. I don't think it was corner cutting. Tell me down in the comments, because I really don't think it was, but that's alright. That means our qualifying is over, and we're going to hop straight into the race in dead last. So we're going to see how this goes now. Let's get right into it. Right, here we are at the race start. Our goal is to just stay consistent through this first lap, don't crash, and just trying to keep our position same, because you can't win a race in the first lap, but you can definitely lose it. So off the line, we had a pretty bad start and we've lost a position, and we're just going to stay back a little bit, get away from this big group. So we're going to brake a little bit early on that corner. As you can see, those guys have gone off a little bit there, so we've got one overtake. We're now into 10th. Those guys go wide, we're going inside. There's another 2 positions. We're now in 8th place, which is pretty good off the start. There's one more off. We've gone to 7th. That guy's going slow. Bang, right into 6th. And that's going to be quite a good start off those first couple of corners. And we've sealed ourselves a pretty good position. Now we just want to hold the position and just make sure that we stay like this for the rest of the race. So coming into these first corners, we had a pretty bad exit. So this guy on our right here is going to come up pretty close. But I squeezed him a little bit off and he's gone quite far behind us. We got ran from the side there, which slowed us down right. And that guy just cut right past us and past the next guy in front of us. So I'm just going to stay behind this BMW just because I don't really want to crash. So I'm just going to stay a little bit further back. Make sure we don't get into any stuff. But we actually do, as that BMW just doesn't see us and decides to cut right into us. So we're back into 8th place with these 2 guys coming into us. But those guys are pretty rough, so we've gotten past one more back into 7th. And we're going to go down the inside of this guy, hopefully trying to get position here. And we brake a little bit too late, and we've gone quite far out of that corner. And that BMW just overtaken us one more time. So we're staying in 8th. So we're doing alright, but we need to pick up the pace and make sure that we're not dropping too far behind. So we're going to cut ahead a little bit here. We stay like this for quite a while, and we're going to hop into, I think, a couple minutes ahead of the race. Right, here we are, about 2 minutes ahead of that last clip there. We're into 7th, so we're overtaking that last guy. I think he kind of went off the track there. But we're quite far behind these guys up ahead, and so we need to make some time back, make sure we're still in the race and trying to get up some positions. That guy's gone way wide off the track there, real easy overtake, and now we're into 6th place again. So just basically where we were off that first lap. So we've done pretty well. And now we're just going to fight for this position here. I am going to start defending a little more just because I don't really want to lose any more positions. And we don't really want to lose this pack ahead of us. So we're going to stay where we are and just push hard and make sure that we are getting in front. We had a really bad exit there. This guy's coming around, but we're going to squeeze him off the track and he goes right around. And we brake a little bit early there and we lose that position, but he also has cut that corner fully, so he'll probably have a penalty for that. We're not sure about that. Coming into the second chicane here, I'm just going to take it pretty normal, just trying to brake early, make sure we don't go off track, and we've done pretty well there. And we've gained a little bit of time on this first guy, and we're definitely catching up to these two up ahead, so we'll see how this goes. And there we go, that guy's gone wide, and that guy in front of us had overtaken him. Now we're going to try to go inside, and we do get the overtake. Although we have gone a little bit wide, but we do stay in front, so we're going to hop into 6th place again for the 3rd time in this race. And hopefully we can keep it this time and just stay where we are. Coming into his next corners, these guys have gone way wide, so we're going to have a much better line coming into this exit. And we've gained a little bit of time on these guys, and this guy behind us is still a little bit behind, and we're going to try to keep him there. This guy's trying to make a move behind us, but I'm not too worried about it, to be honest. And we're just going to play it like we normally would. I get pushed off a little bit there, but we're still good. This guy is behind us again, and we're just going to try and make some time up on this guy ahead of us. We get tapped a little bit there, but we stay on track, and that guy isn't really causing too much problems behind us, so we're just going to try to keep him behind, defend a little bit, and make sure that, again, we're not losing this pack in front of us. This guy has braked real late, and he does actually get ahead of us, which is pretty weird, and he's done a real bad move there, so we get the position back, and he's just done real weird on that corner, so we do get position back, so that's good. We're back in the 6th. These guys in front aren't really pulling away, and we're not really getting too much closer, so we're kind of just staying at a stalemate, and it's going to be like that for quite a while, so I'm going to skip ahead for a little bit here. Into 3 minutes left in the race, same position, except the guy behind us actually overtook us, but then we overtook a guy behind us as well, so not many problems there. Game does lag a bit there. I'm going to try to fix that for the next video, but yeah, that isn't very good, but we're just trying to stay consistent really, make sure that we're doing good and just making sure that we're not making too many mistakes. So we've done well there. That guy's gone way off, so he's going to have a horrible exit and a really bad straight here. So we're just going to go and overtake this guy real quick, hop into 5th place, so that's really good. We're making some steady progress, and we're going to try to keep that up and make some more steady progress as we finish this race. So I know the racing line's on, but I'm going to try to turn that off for the next race. It's just that I haven't really done this track too much, so I didn't really know the lines. But we're going to try, I'm going to turn that off for the next race and make sure that we're, you know, judging by feel and not by looks. So we'll see how that goes next race. And we're definitely losing these guys ahead of us, but we're just trying to make sure that this guy stays behind us, to be honest. I'm not really certain that I was going to make a position up here, and we're just trying to stay consistent, so if anything does happen, we're there. So we're cutting ahead again into the last lap of the race. This is the last lap, our last chance to gain any positions, and this guy behind us is quite far back, and this guy in front of us is quite close to us. So we're going to try get ahead here and try and make a move on this guy ahead of us, but I don't know if it's going to happen. We're going to push a lot here. I'm done with staying consistent. I'm just trying to get ahead and get in front of this guy. I do cut that corner a little bit, but we're just going to go over it since it's the last lap of the race, and I'm not too worried about getting DQ'd by having too much incidents. We're staying pretty consistent, although I do go off there, but again, I'm just going to cut through. Again, I'm not too worried about incidents, so I'm just going to play through and just make sure that we're staying with this guy ahead of us. So we are in 4th place. I actually don't recall how that happened. I don't think that was in the clip, but it doesn't matter. We're in 4th place now, and this guy has gone way off. So this is the podium here, and we're going to push quite a bit to try to get ahead. We've done pretty well. From 11th to 4th, we've done honestly incredible. And if we can't get ahead of this guy, it's still an incredible race to start off the series. We're braking perfectly here. That guy's gone way too late, and I think if he didn't cut that corner, we definitely would have had him. But coming down to the last straight, I go off a little bit, and we don't actually catch him. I think if he didn't cut that corner, we would have easily got him, and it would have been a pretty fair race. Yeah, as you can hear, I almost had him, but I'm happy with the race. That was a great race. Make sure to stay tuned for the next video. It'll be coming up soon. And I think, if I'm not wrong, we're around a 72 reputation, which is pretty good. I'm currently the 5th best driver in the nation, so we're doing pretty well. and I'll see you guys in the next one, and make sure you stay tuned for that.